Hello everyone! Today I'm doing a review for a game called Cozy Grove. Without giving away too much info, this game is a real-time adventure simulation game where your goal is to help ghosts, called bears. This game was picked for me to play on my live stream by one of my lovely mods, Salty, for her birthday. During this review, I will be discussing the things I liked, disliked, my overall opinion, and whether or not I would recommend it. If you're interested in watching the unclipped gameplay, consider heading over to Twitch and watching the VOD. You can find the link in the description. The first thing I would like to talk about is the UI. It's simple, clean, user-friendly, and straight to the point. There was zero confusion on my end on how to change any of the settings, and it was all very organized. For this gameplay, I used a mouse and keyboard to start, but the following day I used my PlayStation Backbone phone controller, paired with Steam Link, and it worked great as well. Honestly, maybe even better. Moving on to the likes and dislikes, there's a lot of reading without any narration. This is a personal ick for me because when I stream games that have a lot of dialogue and no narration, it essentially turns into story time. Now this isn't a problem at all during solo off-stream play, just a personal preference of mine. The next thing I loved was the art style. This game is absolutely adorable. The way the artist designed this game made it feel like I was looking at a watercolor painting. The game had the perfect amount of vibrancy with the colors not being too over the top. Alongside that, the character you play as, a spirit scout, is so cute. At first, I didn't love the big bug eyes that the character has, but ended up loving them as time went on, especially after character customization. I don't have much to say about that, except that it was super simple and took me less than a minute to do, which is usually not the case. Next up is the animations. The animations in Cozy Grove are very charming and even delicate. The game feels so relaxing to play, and the animations really amp that feeling up so much. The way the trees move with the game's wind, the way the coins and items calmly plop to the ground, it feels dainty, and I really loved that. Now for the fishing mechanics, they aren't the worst that I've seen, but I think they're a little uncomfortable to use. It feels unclear of how to properly navigate the cast so that it goes the way you want instead of behind you. That said, after playing on a controller, I felt a little less strongly about this opinion because it was so much easier to navigate with a controller. Now for achievements. There's a badge collection aspect of the game that I found to be probably one of my favorite parts. If you're a completionist and like to earn rewards for doing certain tasks in-game, this is an aspect I'm sure you'll love. Upon opening the badge's log, it is easy to notice which achievements you've completed. You just click on the badge with the red exclamation point and it's automatically accepted. This is just another example of the simple UI system. Now for task completion. Your journal, shown on the right of the screen, will show how complete an objective is by shading it red or green. If there's no red, the task hasn't been started. If the task has been started but isn't complete, there will be some red, and if the task is already completed, the circle will be green. I think this is probably the most convenient aspect of the game for me because there wasn't a different screen that I had to pull up just to see how complete a task was. Later in the start of the game, if you talk to your seagull bear neighbor, he'll introduce you to something called your collection. The collection is a book that shows you all of the new items you've found, allows you to archive them, and then gives you rewards for turning them in. I thought this was really nice because it makes earning coins and other rewards easy if you've run out of tasks for the day. Another great feature of the game is you can pay for assistance in finding items by talking to the ranger bear, Charlotte. If you're having trouble finding an item that you need to complete a neighbor's task, you can ask Charlotte for assistance and she will help you for the cheap cost of 100 coins. This was a great addition to the game, in my opinion, because I spent a good little chunk of time trying to find a singular leaf, and it was definitely worth the 100 coins to have some help. The last great feature of the game that I'd like to talk about is extra storage. You are offered a place to store items and clothing by going up to Flamey and asking to use some of your storage space. It's free of charge and can be accessed at any point of the game from what I've seen so far. This is great because there are some items that you'll receive and not be able to use yet, and it's nice to have a place to put them that isn't in your backpack. Overall, I really enjoyed playing Cozy Grove and would absolutely recommend it to anyone who likes games similar to Animal Crossing. It's available on Steam and Nintendo Shop for $14.99, and I'm sure this is a game I'll be pretty consistent with for a while and would love to see it gain more traction. Though this isn't my normal content, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks so much for watching!